Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today I'm bringing you a setup plan review for the game Ticket to Ride at San Francisco. This is the fourth small box. We have New York, then we have London, then we have Amsterdam, now we have San Francisco riding on the trams. Now, I first played this at UK Games Expo. There's a very loud TV there, so I wasn't able to actually do a video at the time. So unfortunately it's coming to you now, 3 months later at Tabletop Gaming Live. So you're going to start off with a train colour of your choice, such as be pink, it's next to me right here. You're going to start off with 2 tickets. You can pick one of them or you can keep both of them. If you complete them, you are going to get the points illustrated on them. So I could be getting 4 points, I could be getting 6. If I don't complete it, I lose 6 and I lose 4, for example. Let's say keep both of them. I also start with 2 random cards. And throughout the game, you can do one of 3 things. You can take 2 cards from here. That can include a blind card, so you can draw 1 card, look at it, and then take another one from here, or you take this card, you replace it, and maybe take another one. Or you can always just take a single wild from here, that's a wild card. However, you can take a wild card from here and not tell anybody, and get lucky and take another one. So that's one thing you can do. The second thing you do is once you have enough train tickets, this might be enough here, you can play that on this location, that's your turn, and you're going to take a train and mark on there. Doing so will help you maybe complete your ticket route. And at the end of the game, that happens when someone has 2 or fewer trains, then you have everybody else takes 1 more turn, and then you take 1 more turn if you've got any trains remaining, or trams in this case. Now, that final action you can do is you can draw more tickets. You can draw 2, and you must keep 1 of them. So you might score more points here, but of course you have more risk maybe of losing them. So that's how the game plays. It takes under 15 minutes to play. You can also score points as well. So you'll score 1 point for this zone. You get 2 points for these 2-point zones. You get 4 points for a 3-point zone. And over here, as it says over here, you get 10 points for scoring on a 5 route. There's no 4 routes in this game. So far my scores have always been in the sort of 30s. And ultimately, what I think of the game, these very nice trams actually have bits that go all the way through. Nice colours, very nice and bright, nice neighbourhoods, which I'm familiar with. I've been to San Francisco myself, ridden the trams as well, including an interesting story when I had my card not working, and when I got it working, someone gave me a ticket basically on a postcard saying $1, and I was able to use that many years later when I thought, let's go to San Francisco. Alcatraz, that's very interesting, because you do need to spend a wild card to get here, and got this black route and stuff, and greys. So greys you have to spend all of 1 colour, so all blues, all purples, whatever you want to do. Obviously, they do have these symbols on them, so if you're colourblind, you can differentiate them, obviously different symbols as well. Lovely Mustang there. So very nice cars and very nice trams and stuff like that. The riverboat ferry and stuff. Very nice pieces. What I think of the game? Well, there's one more thing to say which makes it unique. These ticket things, these tokens. Now, in a 2 or 3 player game, you're using 2. In a 4 player game, you're using all 3 of them. There's 7 in total, and unless you're playing as a 2 player, you're playing out only in 5 locations, located like this. So you can pick whatever you want to put there, but right now we've got sourdough bread or something. We've got the seals of San Francisco. We've got a satchel, maybe because of like fintech and stuff. We've got a baseball cap, and then we've got over here what looks like a sonar radar or something like that. So that's a San Francisco. So why are those tokens important? Well, if you complete a route there, so if I play 2 yellows, so maybe on my first turn I got that, or this card, and then I happen to spend 2 on my future turn, then I go here. Now you can score up straight away. I think it's best to score at the end in case you make a mistake. You can go here. Anybody else can go here, unless in a 2-player game, so no one else can. And then once I've completed this destination or this destination, I can take one of these tokens. You can only ever take 1 from a stack, so unless you're playing it as a 4, they're all going to disappear. Of course, so be aware of that. But now you've got 1. Now, if you get others as well, now you can get victory points. So if you happen to get 2, you'll get 1 victory point. If you happen to get 3, you get 2 victory points. 4 gets you 4, and 5 gets you 6. Now, this is only in the 2-player version, remember those ones. So you can get, a good number of victory points. You can get yourself 6 victory points there. Having said that, that could contrast you with getting these. Now, I tend to still try and do both, but it's a bit of a risk because, remember, everyone else is going to go where they're going, and you're going to get in each other's way. The map is quite open. I haven't been blocked yet in a 2, 3, or 4-player game. Aside from that, what I think of the game, I would say, well, I do like this very much. It's probably my favourite mechanism of the small games so far. I've played all Ticket to Rides, played all 25 games. Having said that, I would say that I give this rating like a 7.4, something like maybe 7.7. Very nice to look at. More than happy to have it. Introduce it to people, and I play it, whenever we feel like it. But I wouldn't play it, lots of times in a day. That's what I'd say about it. But that's not a bad thing whatsoever. So I hope you found it of interest. That has been Ticket to Ride San Francisco. For now, back to the table.